Hi everybody, I'm Erica. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to take the pattern Emporium, Take the Chance shirt dress and turn it into this cute tie front blouse. So if that's something that interests you, please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is trace off our pattern, which I've done here. This is the pattern back bodice piece. So to do the back bodice, what you want to do is figure out where you want your shirt to sit. So this bodice piece comes in a little bit above my waist because it gets sewn to a skirt. So I want my shirt a little bit longer. So in the center back, right here, I am going to make a line down to 2 inches. I'll use this pink line so you can see it. And then I'm going to make another line at the center notch at 1 inch. And then at the side, 1 inch. You can either just draw this line, or you can take a curved ruler and draw that line to connect those marks. So what this does is it gives you a little bit more shape to the bottom edge. This is optional. You could just have this straight, but I like it with a little bit of a curve to it. Kind of like so. And then maybe even round that out a little bit more. All right, so that is the back. And then I want to add a seam allowance because I'm going to do a narrow turned up hem on this. So I want to do a 1/2 inch seam allowance just so I have something to hem. So that puts our back center corner at 2.5 inches down total, and then 1.5 inches down total at the side. So then you just want to cut out your pattern piece. And then label that piece. So tie, shirt, back. And then the date, March 4th. I put dates on my pattern pieces because I find that's an easy way to know when I made what hack, if I need to go back and change it later. Front now. So my front pattern piece is traced out. And as you can see, I've left quite a lot of extra paper. And that's because we're going to need this extra paper to make our tie. So what you do on one seam must be done to the other seam that sews to it. So the side, front, and back are going to be sewn together, which means I need to add 1 inch to the side front, right? So I'm making a mark 1 inch down and just following that line. Going 1 inch down as well at the center notch. And now these 3 lines are our placket. So we don't want to mess with our placket. So we want to make a line 9 inches long, and I make it about 1/2 inch away from my placket line. So right here. So this is 9 inches long. Let's make sure you can see that. There you go. Then I want it to be 2 inches out. So here's my 9 inch mark. We're going to call this A. That's point A right there. So then I want to go 2 inches horizontally from point A. Boom. We're going to call that point B. Okay, so that is going to be the foundation for our tab. So now we need to make our tie look like a tie. So I'm going to go another inch down from my B line and make a C. It's a little mark right in the middle. And I'm going to use that mark to draw a tie shape. Okay, now I can take my curve ruler, or you can just draw it in and create the line that goes to that first mark. And then you just want to create a line that connects those. And some of this can just be by eye. It's kind of a funky shape. You can make your tie more pointy, you can make it more round, whatever you need to do. All right, so now we need to add seam allowance. So we're adding a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around the tie we just drew. And this is going to give us something to turn under and hem. And sometimes I just do this a little bit by eye. All right, when I get around to this corner, now I've got to deal with how this tie is going to work and not mess with the placket. So I want to be able to turn the placket under. So I'm going to add a 1/2 inch to the placket, and that lets me hem the placket. And then you see this sharp corner here? I don't want that. So I'm just going to curve that shape. So we can turn the placket under, and we can also curve that in. If you're looking at this and you feel like this shape is a little bit too wide, you can go back in and make it narrower. I will grab the shirt that I made initially. Here's the shirt that I sewed from a very similar pattern. So I made this a little wider because do you see how narrow my tie is at the bottom? I just wanted to make my tie have a little bit more width to it. So that is the reason for that. Connect this. I know this is a really funky shape pattern piece, but it does work. And a front tie front shirt, and look, our side seams do match up, which means we can sew these two pieces together and have a finished shirt. And you're all done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you make a million of these shirts for the spring and summer months. I know that I'm dreaming of spring. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your sewing friends. I try to upload every Monday, and I also have a Ko-fi account if that's something that you'd like to do to help support me. But just being here is support enough. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.